What's up, guys? So I'm here in San Diego, and sleeping for the first night went perfect. I didn't have any trouble. I was pretty warm, and yeah, I mean, that's it. It was uneventful, which pretty much means that it went well. So I'm no longer, I no longer have any worry about being able to sleep here in this area. There's a couple of Planet Fitnesses that I can go between if that's what I need to do. But there's also, I found a place that's like a free overnight lot for people who are in like RVs or whatever like that. It doesn't need to be an RV though, so I can stay there as well. And you just like register at the front desk and stay there for a maximum of 3 days. And then, you can go back later. So there's options here, which is nice. So sleeping went well, but otherwise, guys, nothing has really gone to plan so far. Really only because the only reason I say that, being realistic, is that the weather completely sucks. It was pouring yesterday, like badly, and it was chilly. I haven't felt good. I can feel it in my body that it's like, I don't know, you know what I mean? I'm like chilled to the bone, and there's been no sun. It's just like the opposite of what you would expect arriving to California to be like. And I've talked to a few people, and they're like, yeah, it hasn't rained in a while. It's usually never rains. And so it just happens to be that when I get here, the weather just sucks, which is unfortunate, but it's okay because I'm here in California and there's no rush for anything. You know what I mean? I'm just living it. Right now I'm just hanging out, waiting for the weather to get better. And I mean that when I say right now I am just hanging out and waiting for it. I haven't done just about anything yet. I mean, obviously I haven't been here for that long. I don't know. I'm hard on myself in that way though. I expected to get here and be able to start doing some, awesome fun stuff and exploring and all that stuff. But that's not what's happening yet. Anyway, so I decided what would be a good idea is to talk in this video about what my plans are for being here in California, and maybe a little bit for what my future plans are for the channel moving forward. Just some things like that. It's been a while since I did any kind of video where I'm talking that way, sort of like about my plans instead of just like saying what I'm doing right now today and what I want to do later this day, anything like that. At least I feel like it's been a while since I did that. I don't really know, but basically, guys, my big goal for being here, my big goal as I arrive here in California is to just start doing a whole lot more of the things that I already do and the things that I want to do and the things that I planned on doing when I began this whole thing. Just doing more and doing better things, more exciting things, that kind of deal. And what that's going to mean for me being here is reaching out to people, strangers, meeting more people, and kind of creating more opportunities every day for me to do the cool things that I always pictured myself doing in this kind of a lifestyle. What I think it can all kind of be summed up as, guys, is optimizing my channel. Doing more of, my channel is supposed to be about seeing and doing as many interesting things as I can, meeting as many new and interesting people as I can, and making money in as many new and interesting ways as I can. Those are the three, the core values of my channel that were put in place in the first video that I made and that have been referenced many times since then. And, they are the things that my life has kind of revolved around, but I've been a little bit more scatterbrained than I ever really anticipated myself being. And that's okay. That's fine. That is because of this crazy thing that I'm doing, this crazy lifestyle that I'm living. I'm living as alone as possible in a Jeep. The reason I say as alone as possible is because I'm never even around like the same strangers every day. You know what I mean? It's new people all of the time, and it's just me. And it's all new experiences. It's all challenges. Every day is sort of like, each day I'm proving to myself that I could keep this going for another day. And it's crazy. That's like that's a lot to kind of take on mentally. And the, I kind of forget that, and sort of, I start to feel like, I don't know, it becomes like sort of a whirlwind in my head, and I get like anxious about it. I don't think I've ever really talked about like the anxiety. Well, yeah, of course I've talked about feeling anxiety on the channel before, but there's just some times, and it doesn't last for too long. I have, for the most part, I feel like good about what I'm doing, and my channel growing and meeting people and all this stuff. It's like awesome. But then I'll have a day, maybe 2 days in a row, something like that. And especially now with this weather, my mood, I know this is extremely common, but my mood is very much affected by the weather, like constantly. And getting here to California, it's weird. I think it has kind of made me feel a certain way for sure, because I wanted to get here and feel warm and like happy and like new opportunities and all that stuff. And I just got here and feel like, I don't want to even get out of my Jeep. I just want to turn on the heater and just wrap myself up in my blankets. But anyway, all of this is kind of good stuff, really. It might sound like I'm being negative, which sometimes I really feel like I do sound negative on this channel, but I think it's good stuff, and I think it's good timing. Getting here, it's been 5 months. It took me 5 months to do all of the traveling that I did to get here now in California, where I've wanted to be for so long. And tomorrow is the start of a new year. And I'm doing all of this kind of like reflecting right now, and this is what I've been doing today for the most part. Just kind of thinking about how like a lot of the time I've spent in these past 5 months has kind of been like frantic, like trying to figure stuff out. And that's because this life sometimes can be really frantic, trying to figure out where I'm going to sleep at night, trying to figure out how I'm going to pay my cell phone bill tomorrow, things like that. And all of those things are always going to be there as long as I continue to decide to live this way. So they're never, you can't, the things like that are always going to be there, I can't let them like consume me or get me totally knocked off track. I just need to take them as they come and do my best, as I always do. And I always figure it out. I haven't run into any problems on this entire trip that I was like, I can't do this or anything like that. I've figured it out and I've done it all. I've killed it. I've freaking killed it in so many ways. I think I've done really, really well, but my mind doesn't always like just default to that. Like I don't, as I'm doing this, I'm not just like, yeah, I'm the man, I'm killing it. Instead, I like judge myself hard and kind of start to like, I don't know, feel weird about stuff. But this is all just like part of this crazy freaking thing that I started 5 months ago. And tomorrow, not to be like cliche, but start of a new year is exciting, and being here in California is like, I really feel like a start of a new thing for me. So here's what's up, guys. Moving forward with the channel, this is my biggest plan right here. I'm going to really ramp up the whole meeting people thing. I know I've gotten so many comments over the past 5 months of people saying, hey, it would be really, really cool to see the people that you're meeting. And so when I made those videos with Pat, I was excited to, make that happen. Hey, here's a video of me, someone who I actually met. And then when we made that tour of the Subaru, it was just so exciting for me when I finished editing it. I was like, this is the best project that I've made so far. This is going to be the best content I put up on my channel. So excited about it. It did well. A lot of people did like it. And it got me really excited to develop that as a new aspect of my channel. I think that one came out really well. And even though it was my 60th video, it was only my first one of that style. And it was my first video really of like heavily including somebody else. I've had people in my videos before, but this one was like a video about Pat on my channel, which is 99% just about me and my Jeep. So that got me really excited, especially when I got the good response for it. And, everyone seemed to like it as much as I liked it. And that I think that's going to be an awesome thing for me to focus on, because meeting people, you know, meeting Pat, it got me kind of realizing that when I first started this trip and first started this channel and everything like that, I think what I saw as being the best part of this lifestyle and the best part of this journey that I was going on was going to be all the new places and all of the new things that I was going to see. I was excited for the scenery and the, you know, buildings and the ocean and lakes and seeing all this cool new stuff. But I think what I'm starting to realize, of course, all of those things are awesome, and it's not like I'm in any way going to stop filming cool scenery or going to cool places. That's like going to always be in my top things to do and top things that I want to do. But I think I'm starting to realize what's actually a little bit more important than that is the people. And it just kind of took me like a few months of being very like alone in this to really fully realize that. And the meeting new people thing is kind of, you know, it energizes me, and I definitely think it energizes the channel, because, you know, it's I do feel like a lot of the videos that are just about me 100% can be very interesting in their own way, but bring somebody else into it who's living, you know, also like an interesting lifestyle, but they have their complete own story, their own take on everything. And then to feature that in my way, you know, put my creative spin on the way that I present them and all that stuff is just like, it's a brand new thing to show to you guys and to express myself and to present a new way to present the channel. So I'm going to sort of implement that as like a thing that I'm going to make sure I do moving forward. So that I'm excited for that to, you know, develop and change in the way that it is a part of what I do. And I'm excited to see the types of people that I meet as I chase this. You know, telling you guys about this is sort of like a way to make myself accountable to now make sure that I do meet new people, reach out more, and put myself out there. And I only think that awesome things will happen because of it. I don't want to talk too much more on this video right now, guys, because I do feel like this is one of those ones where I'm sort of just like expressing myself and like words are just sort of falling out. And I like to do a video like this every once in a while, and I'm not too concerned about, you know, if everybody likes it, because I know that some of you do. I always get people saying I like videos like this, seeing, you know, what you're thinking about, stuff like that. And this is obviously, it's just like the polar opposite of a video, you know, with upbeat, you know, epic music as I'm looking at the most beautiful scenery I've ever seen in my life. This is just like so different from that, which I just think is good for me, good for the channel, and probably interesting for the people who actually really like my channel and are interested in this stuff. So I'm gonna just wrap it up right there for now, guys. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. I want to thank you guys so much for supporting me, whether it's, you know, watching my videos every day, pledging on Patreon. Just thank you guys for everything, and stay tuned. Once the sun pokes out around here and things get going a little bit, some really exciting stuff is really going to happen, guys. So Happy New Year to you all. I hope you have a ton of fun tonight, and let me know what you're doing in the comments down below. Make sure you hit the like button and spread the word, guys. I'm almost at 800 subscribers. Isn't that crazy? I know there's a lot of you who are active that comment, that I talk to, that were here, I don't know, like when there was like 100. So, I mean, some of you are a few of my first earliest subscribers, and I was just looking, for some reason I always notice when I'm looking through my videos, I always see the one where I was celebrating having 300 subscribers, and it's crazy that I'm more than double that now. And it's just awesome. I love this whole thing, the way YouTube works, and that you guys are interested in seeing all this stuff, and that this is a way for me to document it while, you know, working through things and kind of expressing myself, opening up, all this stuff. It's so cool, and I love seeing improvement and growth in it all. Yeah, just awesome stuff, guys. So thank you, and I will talk to you tomorrow.